Hey guys, I'm doing my intro kind of vlog style, but this week I'm doing reading 100 pages a day for a week. I'm definitely behind on reading. I have been in the trenches with EdTPA work, but I'm officially done with EdTPA, so now I have more time to read, more free time. So right now I'm doing a big Grishaverse reread, but I'm also listening to audiobooks and things like that. So my rule is 100 pages a day or 2 hours of an audiobook every day. So I think today I should have time to read a physical book, just based on what my plans are for the day. But Tuesday and Wednesday, it might have to be audiobook just because I have rehearsals and just other stuff going on. And then Thursday, I should be able to read a physical book. Friday is definitely going to be an audiobook day. Saturday, I should be able to read a physical book during the day. So we shall see, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see how many books we get through because I read the Shadow and Bone books very quickly. They're very fast paced, but they are long because they're fantasy books. So we'll see how many of them I can get through this week on top of like my audiobooks that I've been reading. I'm about 60% of the way through my current audiobook, so I'm definitely going to be able to finish that in the next couple of days, especially since I listen at 2x speed. But Shadow and Bone I just started, so we'll see. I stopped at page 184, which is a little bit over 100 pages because I was on page 79 when I started. I'm now officially 50% in. I freaking love this series. Every time I reread it, this is my third reread of this series. I just love it so much. I love Genya. I love Alina. I just love it. I will say, I feel like my second read through, I was very much a Melina shipper. In this one, in this reread, I'm not as much into it. I feel like the older I get, the more I'm like over Mal, but I'm definitely not a Darkling shipper. I hate him. But another character that I love, that I feel like I'm falling more in love with this reread is Baghra. I love her. I love her. Chloe Amet has a song about Baghra that is gut-wrenching and beautiful, and I'm obsessed with it. I might read a little bit more tonight just because it's only 9:30, so the night is young. But I am loving this. Everyone go read this series right now. It is chef's kiss perfection. Okay, I got a little carried away and I ended up staying up until about 11 o'clock at night reading. So I got to 80% of the way through Shadow and Bone. But on the bright side, there was a 2-hour delay. So I got to sleep an extra hour and a half, which is always good. It is now 9:06 and I'm gonna head out in the next 10 minutes or so. Tonight I have rehearsals, so I'm hoping to mainly just do audiobook today. We'll see how that goes. But since I did get really far in Shadow and Bone, I think I definitely could potentially finish that tonight. So we'll see. But I ended up reading way more last night. Okay, I am currently doing some work for my internship and I'm gonna listen to my audiobook while I work. I'm almost done with my audiobook. I have about 3 hours left, so I'm hoping to finish it tonight, especially since it's due at Libby in like 2 days, so I need to finish it. So we're gonna play some of that while I work on some email copy. All right, guys, I had another great day today. I got to stay for rehearsal and I applied to a job today, which was really scary. I've honestly, this has nothing to do with the video, but I have been on such a pause from applying to jobs because I was feeling so discouraged and so burnt out because at the start of January, I was just applying. I felt like I was applying to something new every day. And then February hit and I was just so burnt out and just done because I kept getting rejected and it just was not going well. And so I talked about it with my therapist, and she was like, I think you need to take a step back. Like, she was like, just take a week off and just don't worry about it. But then that whole week I was so stressed because I wasn't applying to anything. And then the week after that, I kind of had a more burnt out mindset where I was like, I'm just done. I just don't want to apply to anything anymore. So it's been almost 3.5-ish weeks since I've actually applied to a job. So I definitely felt good getting an application in today. I'm also really excited to read. I'm definitely going to finish Shadow and Bone today. And I have less than 100 pages left. So we're going to read Shadow and Bone, and then we're going to start Siege and Storm, which is my favorite in the OG trilogy. So I'm excited to get into that book because it has Nikolai in it, and he is like my favorite character across the whole Grishaverse series. Because he's in all of them, kind of. He doesn't show up as much in the Six of Crows duology, but he's mentioned. But he is a character that kind of appears throughout all of them, and I just love him. I'm obsessed with him, so I'm really excited to get into that today. We'll see how much I get through. I also have to clean my room today, so kind of a lot going on, but I'm excited. Okay, I officially finished Shadow and Bone. My rating remains the same. It is a 5-star read for me. So I actually had more left than I thought. I thought I only had like 30 pages left, but I had like 60. So I technically only have 40 pages left to read, and I still have to clean my room. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get in an hour of my newest audiobook and count that as the rest of my pages. So I downloaded a fantasy audiobook. I feel like I might be overloading myself on fantasy, so I might have to read some books in between my Grishaverse reread, but we'll see. So I'm going to listen to that, and that is going to finish off my reading for the day. But I am super excited to be back in this world. I feel like my thoughts about Mal kind of spiral. Like I was saying in the vlog yesterday, I love them as friends, but there are moments where I like genuinely see them as a romantic couple. So it honestly just depends. Okay guys, it's morning, and I'm gonna update you because I didn't update you last night. So I got an hour and 6 minutes into The Teller of Small Fortunes, which is my newest audiobook, and that equals 11%. So not super far in. I only got about 3 chapters in, but I was able to listen to that while I cleaned my room and while I was like unwinding for the night. So far, very cozy vibes. Definitely a cozy fantasy book. Very different than Shadow and Bone because it's like more cozy and kind of wholesome. So far, there hasn't been much of a plot, but I'm also like not that far into it. So I'm hoping the plot will start to pick up soon in the next couple of chapters. But I was reading reviews last night, and a lot of people said that it's definitely more like vibes and there's not a lot of plot. So I'm a little worried about that. I've also got a book on NetGalley that I did read a little bit of last night, and it's a mystery. And I just read a little bit of that last night because I was like, I'm reading 2 fantasy books right now, and so it might be smart to kind of have like a buffer book in between the two, so I'm not reading like a ton of fantasy. And the great thing about that NetGalley book is it's on my phone, so during like my prep or like my lunch periods, I can read on my phone. So maybe I'll do some of that today. Today, my main thing that I'm tackling is I have a lot of stuff for my internship to do. So when I get home, I have to do all of that, and I have to pack because I'm going to Muncie this weekend. So I think it's gonna be a mix in that I listen to an audiobook while I'm packing and while I'm getting ready for bed. But then after I finish my internship work, I might be able to read a little bit of my physical book. I'm hoping to, at least, so that way Friday and Saturday I can spend that time reading a physical book as well. My goal is to finish at least 2 books this week, but that might be ambitious. But that's my little update for today. morning, everyone. Happy Friday. So I listened to a little bit of my audiobook today. I'm mainly going to be traveling to Muncie and hanging out with my roommates today, so I'm hoping to get a little bit more in. I listened to probably about 20 minutes, which means I would need to get an hour and a half-ish left. So the plan is to get to Muncie at around 6:30, grab a quick dinner, and then head to the show. So I think when I grab dinner and head to the show, I'll listen, and then on my way back, I will also listen. And then if we have plans that night, then we have plans. But when I get home, from the plans, I'm probably going to listen to it a little bit before bed, and I think that should equate to about 2 hours, hopefully. I'm now 26% in, and there's still not much happening. There is kind of like a side plot line that's happening that I'm a little bit invested in, but they haven't really touched on it as much. So we'll see kind of where that goes. But I gotta head in to work, so I will see you all in a little. I got home at 1 a.m. last night, and now I am eating Culver's french fries in bed because life is good. I need to stop door dashing. It's actually becoming a problem because it's so expensive, but I keep waking up and I'm like, I don't have the energy to go drive and get food somewhere, so I just keep door dashing, and it's bad. But I got myself some Culver's. Yesterday, I read a little bit. I definitely did not read 100 pages. I was having fun with my friends. After the show, we did a lot of stuff. We went to Jimmy John's. Then we went to this hot dog cart outside one of the bars that one of my friends really likes, so he got hot dogs. And then we sat and ate, and then one of our friends' apartments is kind of over in that area, and she has a really cool game room. So we went and we hung out in her game room for an hour and a half. And then I was literally falling asleep on the couch, and I felt so bad. So we went home, and then I slept for 9 hours. Woke up starving, so I ordered myself some Culver's. Today, I'm gonna tackle Siege and Storm. I want to do some reading of that because we don't really have plans. Ryan has stuff that she's doing all day, so we might do something before the show tonight, but other than that, I don't really have plans today, so I'm hoping to get a lot read of Siege and Storm. But right now I'm chilling, watching Smosh, eating Culver's french fries, and loving my life. All right. We are on Sunday, the last day of the challenge. I would like to say that I finished this book over the weekend, but I spent time with my roommates, and I'm trying to have a different mindset about things like that, where it's yes, I technically didn't finish a book that I wanted to finish, but I also got to do some really awesome stuff. I spent time with my roommates, I stayed up late, I got to do just fun college things, and I won't always get to do that. I mean, I have 6 weeks left to do that. So if you really look at it and put it into perspective, this morning I woke up and I looked at the book and I was like, oh, I'm so frustrated that I didn't get to finish that. But I got to experience college and do stuff that I haven't gotten to do much this semester because I've been home. And so I'm just trying to reframe my mindset. I feel like I've been talking a lot about my mental health in this video, which I wasn't planning on doing, but I think it's good for me. So I'm hoping to read some more of this tonight. I don't know how many pages I have left. I have probably at least 150, so I might not finish this tonight, but we'll see. I forgot that Mal sucks in this book. I annotated this the last time I reread it, and one of my annotations a few pages ago was, oh, Mal sucks in this book. And I feel in the first one, he sucks a little bit, but some of his actions and moods are justified, which is why I'm okay, I don't hate him, I just hate him at certain moments. But I feel this book actively makes me dislike him. It's very frustrating. Also, I think I definitely will finish this because I'm kind of on a roll right now. So I think I'm definitely gonna get this finished. But I just wanted to pop in and say that Mal sucks in this book. Okay, I officially finished Siege and Storm, which marks the third book that I finished this week. I finished Shadow and Bone, I finished my audiobook And Now Back to You, and I finished Siege and Storm. Honestly, I feel like that's decent. I definitely could have finished more if I had given myself kind of more time. But I'm satisfied with that. I'm still listening to Teller of Small Fortunes. I'm kind of slogging through that right now. It's not great, but I don't want to say anything too negative about it because I did just start it. But that is the end of this video. I successfully read 100 pages a day for a week. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos from me. Check out my social medias in the description box below for more bookish content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!